That was a long
No, not
conversation as
Denzel
well.
tried to turn a hoe into a housewife. I mean, Denzel 2.0. It's funny that you
Denzel
said that.
Jr.
It's funny that you said turn a hoe into a housewife because we is gonna be talking about that later.
I mean, how do you spell housewife? The first two letters are.
Oh wow,
H-O.
wow. That's how that works. That's how that
That's a
works.
lot of additional
Yeah.
letters, though.
How do you spell
A lot of
housewife? The
additional.
first two letters.
The first two letters. How you
What's
gonna
good?
turn that
What's
hoe into
good? What's
A
good, y'all?
lot
It's
of
Water
letters.
Park After Dark, brought to you by the E.B.H Black Show. And you know I can't do it alone, so you know I got HB in the building. And then I got the freak angel over here that's over here caping for Michael B. Jordan, and the B is for meow. I'm sorry. You know I love you. I'm sorry. It's for the B is for Brody. Okay. And then you know we have All Day with Amanda Ray.
Hey,
You feel
y'all.
me? So, and I'm your boy, D-Boy Water Park. So let's go to let's hit the like button. Let's go and share this to our pages because we gotta get it in tonight because I heard the most incredulous thing this week. And I had to share it with somebody. And I want to know what y'all thought about it. So we're gonna talk about it. Y'all seen it. Y'all seen the thumbnail. Your girl Tiffany Haddish said your mental health issues are because you have hella baby daddies. That was me breaking it down how she was trying to sound smart and everything. So we're gonna see how smart she really is with what she said though. So let's get the late night party cracking.
You have it live?
I'm just sharing it out.
What'd
Yes,
you say?
live.
Oh yeah, we live, baby. Oh, you didn't know?
No,
No,
we're
I'm
sharing
trying
this
to
now.
share it. I don't see it.
I see it. It posted on mine.
Okay, let me go to your page.
I'm trying to change the.
Okay. I ain't see this one. I
Why
ain't been
can't
seeing a lot
change
of your
the?
posts lately.
Why
Girl,
I
my
can't
page
change?
been shadow banned because I think I went up too much. These
Oh
past
wow.
few days, I think my page is a little shadow banned. I have to reset my little algorithm or something.
Yeah. So let's.
Cause I went from 17K to 23K in less than a month.
I ain't
Everybody
mad at it.
loves Amanda Ray.
Dang.
I ain't mad at it. Let's go on and hit the like button. Let's see if we can blow up like Amanda, so we can be all day like Amanda Ray. Let's get to the foreplay. You know what we do. This is the water breaker. It's like an icebreaker, but we call it the water breaker because, like All Day say, it's more better when it's wetter. So we got a foreplay, and tonight they don't even know what the foreplay is. So
So don't.
let's get into it. All right,
Let's break the water.
let's break the water. All right, here we go. The first one. If you watched our last show, we was talking about would y'all let me hit for 100 grand? And if y'all want to see what they said, y'all gotta go back to the last show. But I have a new proposal for y'all this time, though. And I'm gonna give y'all a chance to think about it, but we got a video clip for it, and we got HB in the building. So, would you let me hit a gorilla or 100 dudes? Check out the context.
Have a one night stand with me, the gorilla, or 100 men?
How big the gorilla?
I'm gonna have to take up the gorilla.
Gorilla.
I'm going gorilla.
Gorilla.
I'm taking a gorilla, yo.
I'm gonna choose you.
I'm gonna tear your Mexican ass up. You know that, right?
I'm not
even Mexican.
The gorilla, cause I like them fucking black as fuck.
You know what? Before I say what I say,
I need a shot. What?
And it's the fact that they all said the gorilla.
Proud
Like,
about it. Like,
is y'all cool?
I'm trying to figure out why would it
Was
even
he
cross
like,
your brain to even do it with an animal?
what in the bestiality?
Like, this is why I'm not too keen about the dating pool. Y'all can say it got pee in it, but what the hell was that? Like,
they
talking
all
about
said gorilla?
are y'all
Was he hella ugly? Hold on,
This
go
is-
back to
It don't matter.
right? That's what I need to know. This is what I need to know. When y'all be having y'all women's meeting, do y'all all read the script that say, no matter what, if you compare something to a man, pick the something? Is that what y'all be doing? Cause y'all all on code when it comes to that. Check this out.
Have a one night stand with me, the gorilla, or 100 men?
How big the gorilla?
I'm gonna have to take up the gorilla.
Gorilla.
I'm going gorilla.
Gorilla.
I'm taking the gorilla, yo. I'm gonna choose you.
I'm gonna tear your Mexican ass up. You know that, right?
I'm not even Mexican.
The gorilla, cause I like them fucking black as fuck.
Look, she drunk as fuck. Yeah, she really might hit the gorilla. One of them looked like she was big as a gorilla, and the one that was gonna actually give him some, he talked his way out of it, talking about, I'm Mexican. She wasn't even Mexican. See, he did too much. That's the number one way to talk yourself out of some yuck. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button because we be giving gems and game on here, not just talking nasty like people think. But now, can y'all help me understand what y'all gonna pick?
It be some nasty up in here too, though. Don't even.
Oh yeah, don't get it twisted. So y'all gonna let me hit a gorilla or 100 men?
You 2 times.
2 times. Hey, man.
A gorilla or 100 men? Nah.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you got them 3 options. That's crazy to not say you. Like, what are we talking about here?
So HB,
I'm stunned. Like,
it wouldn't even work for
A
us because
gorilla?
if we said, how about some random chick, a gorilla, or 100 women? We gonna pick the 100 women.
100 women. Yeah.
We gonna pick the 100 women.
That's it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, that's number 1 for the water breaker. Let's get to number 2, right? And I remember I was telling y'all a long time ago, we actually did a show on talking about getting stigmatized. And somebody said they never been before.
Not ever.
And I was trying to tell y'all that you must ain't had nobody hit that button in the back. And then I guess like in the meeting, don't tell them about the button in the back. And I don't know what y'all talking about. So I finally found some proof.
So don't let every man hit the bottom of your vagina, the root of your vagina.
But they don't know about the bottom. They don't know about the bottom.
Yeah, that bottom one. But see, every man may not know because he might not have a penis to really know how to hit that bottom or how to lift to hit that bottom and work that middle with a woman. She spread her legs wide and she started screaming, saying, yeah, daddy, that's it. Or she might start cursing or screaming out all types of profanities because he done hit the bottom. And now her mind, she insane. Her mind ain't good because the penis done ejaculated all in her brain. She's gone crazy. So you don't let every man hit your bottom and your body remembers it. Just like a man will put a woman over doggy style or maybe get a mirror or something. Then they start hitting that woman from the back or on her back. They hitting her. Then they start talking. They start saying all kind of stuff to her while they hitting her. And see, that woman is being seduced. She being seduced. He breaking her down, man. He is screwing her into submission. He's screwing her.
So what y'all gotta say about that one?
I'ma still say it's not in the back or the bottom. Like
Deny, deny, deny. Lie, lie, lie.
I done had a man hit the back, the top, the roof, the trunk, everything. That's not gonna make me spaz out. It's like if we're locked in like that, that's what'll make me spaz out. I done had a friends with benefit that I have had for almost 20 years. He know how to do what he do. I'm not gonna spaz out over him because I understand like the type of relationship that we have. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's not a thing, but for me, it's not a thing. I done seen people go crazy over the and then his penis pits get leaked and it
And
be
it
a
be
thumb.
tiny.
And
Yeah,
you be
that's
like,
what
why
I'm
are they going
saying.
crazy over that? So I don't
Cause it's
nah, it's
not that,
deeper than
it's
that.
about the connection. It's more of
Yeah.
the connection than anything. It's the emotional attachment.
I think the emotional has something to do with it, but you can have the emotional connection and you don't hit that button. It ain't the same. You can probably get some. You know what I'm saying? You might can get a couple dollars, but if you hit the button, you can get a few dollars. And I
So this
mean
is about,
dollars like figuratively and literally.
yeah, we're talking
And
about,
so I'm gonna ask you, HB. I'm gonna ask
yeah,
you, bro.
yeah, we're talking about
Have
like
you ever hit that
extreme.
button in the back and got it how you want it?
Yes, yes.
Right.
Okay, so, but that's because we're talking about the full package here, right? It's the pre-work, right? It's the stuff that you're saying days in advance, right? You're building up to something, and then you deliver, right? And so it's the whole package, man. It's not just
Right.
one
It's
part
a
of the thing,
fucking
right?
mental stimulation, the emotional attachment with that done right included. Okay.
Including be able to hit the button
Yeah.
in the back and the sides and the bottom and the top. You said the trunk, right? All that.
Yeah. And the roof. Don't forget the roof.
The roof is
Yeah.
on fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I agree that it takes more than just hitting the button because you can just hit the button and yeah, but if you got the emotional, but if you can't hit the button, the key is to hit the button though.
Right.
You gotta be able to hit the button for this
It's
to
a
work.
I mean,
prerequisite.
yeah, because no, I didn't have my same little sneaky link for years. Yeah, you hit it right, but there's nothing else outside of that. Like that's
Right.
what our relationship is. Like when I
Mhm.
pull up, that's what I'm pulling up for. Handle your business, I'm gone. There's nothing else. Like so, it can't just be that. I'm
Really?
not finna go crazy over you.
No, no, no. You've got to capture the mind and the heart.
Yeah, he was just going to Pound Town, but you gotta go to Coochie
Yeah.
Town.
No, but that was
Yeah.
my setup.
You know, okay, so if I think about it in a sense that, okay, he has all of this of me, like he already has me captured. And on top of that, he's hitting the button, I would be more likely to crash out. So if that's the definition of, or if we're defining digmatized as that, or that kind of falls under that umbrella, then okay, yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So for you that don't know where the button at, keep searching. But
Don't give
yeah,
up.
let's get to number 3 of the water breaker as we move right along. So we was talking about one of those occasions that you just might not like. Can't turn a hoe into a housewife, or can you?
For the niggas who always be saying that you cannot turn a hoe into a housewife, yes you can, bitch. Because I used to be a hoe, but I ain't no hoe no more. So you can turn a hoe into a housewife when she get tired, of fucking random niggas. Yes, you can.
So can you turn a hoe into a housewife?
Yeah, you can. Just like she said, once that hoe gets tired of hoeing and she's ready to settle down, she could absolutely become a housewife. Who will wife her? that may be the issue. But yeah, you could absolutely turn a hoe into a housewife. A junkie could get clean, can't it?
Ooh, that's a good argument.
I didn't invent the game, so I'm gonna defer to the game and say no. You cannot turn the hoe into a housewife. So, but that's a hoe with the heart, though. That's the question.
That's a good cross-examination. Let's go back to redirect.
I say yeah, because I seen it with my own eyes.
Man, the sisterhood is strong tonight. I'm telling y'all.
No, okay. So if there's a player and he don't want to be a player no more, and he want to settle down, it's okay for him to settle down with no judgment.
Let's not compare the two.
Why not?
Because they have different motives, and they have different
sources,
and they have different attachments.
But I do also feel like it had like once they changing their lifestyle, like the lifestyle has to match it. Like I
Yeah.
feel like if you're going after being in that for so long and having that fast money, the lifestyle has to be on a level that's going to keep you comfortable. Like you're not just going to settle down with somebody that's not going to be able to keep you comfortable.
And I make my point.
Oh, you talking about a ho-ho? Like
Because that's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. There will
I'm
be
just
occasions
saying, like,
where
if
things get
that's
rough.
the lifestyle that you lived and you getting money like that, yes.
So when things get rough, what shall you do?
That's why you got to make sure that if that's your plan and you fit to settle down, it ain't gonna be with somebody that nothing's gonna get rough with.
They gonna reset. They gonna reset to default. That's what's gonna happen.
Yep, and that's not a thing. So yep, I'm out.
And just like so, I've been struggling with this for ever since Daz and Corrupt and all them came out with the song. Like, man, you probably could if you really, really did things in a certain kind of fashion. But I keep seeing it get burnt, crash and burn, crash and burn, crash and burn. Oh, Brittany Renner. Didn't she just get married to Kevin Gates? Got divorced. You turned a hoe into a housewife, and it didn't even last that long. Now, so I'm gonna be like HB.
Wait, they already separated?
That was
probably
sure though.
I'm a default to the game and say no, because you're gonna default to what your character is. Now, if you change your character and it matches your lifestyle, then yeah, I could possibly see it. But then, like when you put fire to wood, it burned. You know, so I don't know. You know, it's a character issue. So I'm gonna say no, but I've seen great men try.
Well, I've seen it for surely, so I just say like that might be like a few and far in between, but I know I've seen it with my own eyes.
Well, how you know she's not cheating?
And they still been. I mean, they been together for a cool damn near 30 years.
How you know she ain't never cheated?
Cause they're no.
How do you know that?
Matter if she was a hoe for hire or if she was a free hoe, like just promiscuous.
Yeah, I'm talking about a free hoe. If you getting paid for it, I'm for sure ain't marrying your ass. If you get paid for sex, I'm never marrying you. Sorry. You have your conscience is on null and void. Like you might could work your way out of just hold'em, but you went so far with the hold'em, you wanted to cash it out. So I'm gonna definitely say no on that. It's a no for me, dog.
So she was like a porn star in her teens, early 20s. Now she's in her 40s. She hasn't done that for years.
Porn star different.
Yeah.
The only porn star she better be is in her imagination.
She is now a doctor and she married to a millionaire.
Porn star is different.
The doctors and nurses, them the biggest hoes.
Biggest ones.
But she a doctor now.
I do not care. She could be a rocket scientist.
Just saying.
There's levels to
She done went through a whole little spiritual healing journey. She definitely like in holistic health. Like it's not, yeah.
I better see Jesus walking all through her.
If you ever met her, you would be like, ain't no way she was that.
Now,
So
I'm not saying that I haven't tried to take a alleged hoe and turn her into a wife. Like, yeah, I've tried it. But it still came down to a character issue though. You feel me? Like, just like let's take sex off the table. Let's say if they're a avoidant type person. And that's just how they grew up because they grew up that way. And then they want to fight that and they want to heal from that. But whenever arguments start, they default to that because that's what's comfortable. Well, let's take it back to the hold'em. If me and her fall out and she needs some penis, she gonna get said penis. So no, you probably can't turn one into a housewife. But I seen Evel Knievel jump over the Grand Canyon too. So, all right. But you know, men, we quick to dismiss women because of their sexual prowess, right? Because I say it's different than men. We got different motives, but we're very judgy about that. So I want to know, is this true? Because this is something that's really been a point of contention, and I'm on the fence about this one. Actually, I'm not. I'm not on the fence about this one.
So I was told recently that because I am 35 with 2 children, my time.
Oh, wait. Before I go to her. Oh, this woman right here, if she talking about herself, she lying. Look at all these red flags in this video.
For the niggas who always be saying that you cannot turn a hoe into a housewife, yes you can, bitch. Because I used to be a hoe. But I ain't no hoe no more. So, you can turn a hoe into a housewife. When she gets tired of fucking random niggas. Yes, you can.
Those hoop earrings determine that's a lie. The way she looking around like she hoping her sneaky link don't even see the video, that's a lie. Her right there, she looking around all nervous and whatnot. Girl, blink 3 times if you need some penis because she's lying. You can't turn that one into a housewife. I mean, you can turn her into one. I don't know if she's going to be a faithful one. So I don't like the messenger on that one. But here go the video I was going to, though.
So I was told recently that because I am 35 with 2 children, my time clock is running out and I probably would never get married. So I do want to hear some opinions from some men. Do you really believe that is true? If a woman is over 30 or over 35, that her time clock is done, she will not be getting married anytime soon. Maybe will never get married because she looks or she seems washed up from men that are looking for wives. So I just want to hear some opinion. Is my time clock over? Like, is it over for me? I know what I believe, but I just want to hear some opinions and get some perspectives and point of views from different people that have either heard that or believe that. You know, let me know what you think. Let me know how you're thinking and how you feel about the situation. I just want to know.
So 35, right? That's the sweet spot right there. And for women, they right there knocking on 40. And she got 2 kids. Now, if they got different baby fathers, which is going to lead us into our conversation next, for the main thing, is she washed up, or do she got too much going on, or is her picking slim, or ain't nothing wrong. Men just saying whatever, because in real life, somebody gonna be with her if she even got 10 kids. So what y'all think about that? Let's start with you, B.
Man, I mean, like, obviously there's like a biological imperative, right, to pick the fittest female that you can for reproduction. So younger females, you know, are more fertile, right? So there's some of that, right? But like, I mean, your age is kind of a number. It's more about like, what is your real body age? Like, do you work out? No. Plus, black don't crack, so you got a little help there, girl. But yeah, like 35 is like a hard number, but I think that there is this phenomenon where around that age, the men, their value is going up, female values are starting to decline some. It's a little bit of a kind of switcheroo that starts to happen right around there where things get different, right? But yeah, I don't think it's a hard number. I think it's like, yeah, you could be 35 and have a 45-year-old body. You could be 35 and have a 20-year-old body, right? So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah. You on mute.
Okay, y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't think that it's the end all be all. Like her shot clock isn't out. It's counting down though. But it isn't out yet. I think that women in this category, like myself, they need to be realistic. Like I could understand you have your list and you don't want to feel like you're settling or anything, but you have to understand you're coming already like a package deal. You come with already as a bundled set. Like you're gonna have to like tone down on it. Like low key, you should be grateful that a man would step in and raise kids that are not his. Like a lot of women don't really understand that. Like you already come in with a whole lot. It's not really considered settling. You'll know when you settling. But just because he doesn't have six figures, girl, does your baby daddy have six figures?
No, he got 6 kids though.
No,
So
y'all both comment like y'all both got, you know, good points for surely about it. Like I think it just kind of like depending on the person for one, for two, like what is you bringing to the situation, and then for three, like you're not going to get that same probably man that you was visualizing when you was in your 20s or whatever, like, and if you don't want to have no more kids, you got to kind of think about like somebody that already have kids too, and then you end up running into this like these dudes that have like multiple baby mamas, and then it's just a bunch of crap that you got to deal with on top of it. So you just got to kind of be aware of what you want to deal with, but it's still an option.
Yeah,
See, for me,
you can disqualify.
I don't run into the dudes that have multiple baby mamas. The ones that I like come across, they either have no kids or just one, and they want more kids. I'm
More
like, bro,
kids.
I'm almost 40. I have three kids. My oldest is about to be 15. My youngest is 9. I have lupus. Like, it's a whole lot of things that I have to consider. So it's a lot of dudes I have to, even though like I want them, they check off everything, but it's like I feel like I'll be doing a disservice to you, and you would be settling for
With
me.
me, yeah,
So it's
same.
like women have to really like grow up and look for somebody to build with, not somebody to come rescue them.
Yeah, no, for real, cause I'll be running into the same thing. Like it's a lot of people that'll be like they want to talk to me, but it's kind of like damn, like you don't got no kids yet, like you gonna want kids. Like my son is about to move out and go to college. Like I want to start over, baby.
I see. I don't mind to start. I would, cause I love babies. It's just that I don't know if my body can actually do that. So it's like I don't even want to waste your time for real.
yeah, and like 35 plus, then you say it's higher risk. I mean, it's
Mhm.
not impossible. My mom had a child after 40, so
Yeah.
you know, and it's not like that. That's more common, but As far as it's being over for her, I wouldn't think it's over because there's men probably 45, 50 that would love to have a 35-year-old, and then they don't mind raising your kid that you already have as much as it would be as a younger man, maybe a 30-year-old with no kids, and he meets you at 30. Like if he's 32 and you're 32, you got 2 kids, he don't have no kids, then that might be a little tough on him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he gonna go from none to 2 to 3, like really quick. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of may do something to the dynamic. And yeah, it does matter the person, you know, the maturity of the people that you're dealing with in this situation. But as far as you like you say, is your shot clock, as your shot is up? No, but your shot clock is tick, 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 ticking.
Who are those baby daddies though? That's the question.
Who are those baby daddies? Yeah, we need to figure out who the baby daddies is.
Because they could be the reason why you don't got a chance. So.
Right. And your attachment to them too. Yeah. Let's get to the main course tonight. Let me go in. Let me hit my little piece of Tweety. But we talk about this girl, Tiffany Haddish, tonight. We're talking about this whole concept, really, about, I was hearing about, you know, when you sleep with a man, his DNA, your baby daddy DNA being him, being you for 7 years, 20 years, however many years I've heard. Have you guys heard that?
Yeah.
I have. It's called microcommerce.
Yeah. And Tiffany has made a bold statement, bold claim about it. And I want to see what you guys thought about it.
Women that have more than 2 baby daddies usually have some sort of mental illness.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, because you're getting genetically modified too much. I think, okay, so this is what I know. Every time you get pregnant, right, there's stem cells that come from that baby, and them stem cells end up behind your eyes and your brain and your heart and your lungs and stuff and help your organs heal while the baby taken from you. And those stem cells always stay with you, right? So that means that man is always in you. And that is why, the Bible says you will only desire your husband, correct? This is why you gotta use condoms, because that baby better get up inside you, and the uterus is very porous, much like the mouth, right? So when anything goes up in there, it automatically, the uterus starts to absorb it. It starts going through the vaginal walls and all that, and the blood, it gets into the bloodstream, right? And so, so it takes
get in there.
So it takes like 6 weeks to get a man out of your system if you have unprotected sex, and it's because he's starting to bind to your DNA, right? And that's why it's couples, when they be together too long, they start looking alike. You start looking like him. Like, it's not, the guy don't start looking like her. She start looking like him because he is genetically modifying her. And every time you get pregnant by him, you start to get modified, right? So if you get pregnant by multiple peoples, right, that's multiple spirits, multiple thoughts, multiple modifications from different DNA strands.
All you hoes, I hope you're listening.
It's causing you to have mental stress. So, and it's very evident, like what I'm saying is very evident and makes sense, because like you got all these dating apps, all these women like free sex, free this, whatever, you know, I'm doing money, I'm living it, I'm exerting my sexuality and all this, and I don't care if I got 5 kids or 5 baby daddies, whatever. Usually those bitches are mentally, they're struggling in so many different ways, not just financially, but also just like on where to focus, how to whatever, because you got too many different bloodlines in your blood.
Too many kids. I mean, that'll
you have mental illness. So that was my theory on sperm.
That makes sense.
Y'all all ain't gotta speak at one time.
Nah, this is literally why, like, when you get out of a relationship, you really gotta like allow yourself some time, like.
Okay, so no.
First of all, Tiffany
No.
But
Haddish.
as far as she going like with the medical aspect of it,
Nope.
yeah. No.
No.
Tiffany
No.
Haddish. Before you
No.
go in, bro, I'm gonna let you go in.
Right, there you
But
go.
but but
That's what
but
I'm
but
saying. That
but let
medical
me.
aspect is a no. Like that's not what it is. But there is like spiritual ties, like type shit. But that's different than what the hell she talk about. That is not. Yeah.
So Tiffany Haddish. See, I don't like taking information like this from comedians. You
She's
know,
joking. She has to be.
she has to be joking because her lights is on, but nobody is home. So she probably really believes it. She really probably
You
believes
think?
that.
You think she believed that?
Yes.
She can't possibly.
Or she's like fucking with them because she on that show?
She
I
got.
don't think she
No.
really believed that.
She has to be.
Look, we're gonna break it down, and I'm gonna tell you why I believe she believes it. But I hope I'm wrong for sure. But HP, can you just your initial thoughts about this? Because, like Amanda said, you know, it's something to what she's saying. Because she don't have to be completely wrong with everything she said, but you know, the premise could be kind of right, but how she getting there is wrong. You could be right, but you could be right for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what you think, HB, about this?
Okay. So medically, no.
Right.
So the sperm that does not, if it doesn't get taken up by a pregnancy, it's going to be attacked by the immune system and destroyed. 5 days. 5 days. Maybe she's talking about like if the person gets pregnant, right? Then there's fetal DNA, which would be the combination of the mother and the father, and not necessarily any specific part of the father, right? Because you just give about 50% of your DNA randomly. Yeah, so no, not really the same thing at all. And it doesn't have any. There's no studies that say it has any effect on a person, the personality choices. I don't know. So no to the science part of it at all. So
Yeah, where she got that from is because there was a study in 2012 that came out and mischaracterized that whole notion. And then everybody kind of ran with it, and then they interviewed in 2018 and tried to clear it up, and now it's resurfaced on the internet, and now it's twisted. It's likened to like like people like back in the day when we were slaves and we got the Bible and we just learned how to read and we thought we knew what it said and started spewing stuff and as if it was true, and then over generations, then it's kind of morphed into something real. That's what I see what's going on right here with this whole, oh, your baby daddy got your mind all fucked up. Like, so do your baby daddy got your mind fucked up? Do you be wanting to go left and your baby daddy make you go right?
You want to call him and ask him?
Oh, wow. No, I'm good. I'm good.
But I get what she's kind of saying about, but it's more linked into like the whole soul tie thing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
have
what
to.
I said. I believe in like that. You know, there is like more of like a spiritual connection, like when you engaging in sexual acts. But I don't feel like it's like whatever medical stuff she talking about. She better go get her doctorate before she start talking about that because she tripping. But
For real.
but yeah, no, I do believe in like soul ties.
Well, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna do a show on soul ties. Like, I understand what y'all feel about the soul tie, but the only thing that's tied to your soul is the creator. But there is a spiritual implication.
Spiritual exchange, yeah.
Yeah.
There is spiritual implications, but it's not a soul tie. But we'll talk about that because that did come up on this Jason Whitlock conversation where they had two women on there that spoke eloquently about it. They kind of cleared it up, but then also had some things similar to how you guys felt about the soul tie. So there is some validity to what it is, but it's not a soul tie. But what's up,
I
Miss
say
Nikki from
soul
the O?
tie. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I say soul tie because people understand that more than a spiritual exchange. Then it gets murky. So
Right,
that's why I said,
misconstrued.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
but
gets
when
And
you
I
know the
think
word,
that's,
spiritual.
I think that that word
why
is
not call?
used,
So why not call it a spiritual tie?
but I just think that it's used like because it's something that people understand in that aspect.
Yeah.
Whereas like it's just
Well,
like
that's
what
wrong.
like when you use a word, that's made up like a slang word. That's just like something
Yeah.
that people understand in that
Oh,
aspect.
so this is just jargon. That's a jargon word. Like we just saying
Yes.
it because it's just jargon. Oh, okay. Let's get into this real quick. Old
I
school
don't know. I don't
breakdown.
like how you just said that.
Daddies usually have some sort.
Oh, hold on. Let's get to you. Let's get to the brilliance of that is Tiffany Haddish.
To whet your appetite for what we're going to be discussing. Play the clip.
Women that have more than 2 baby daddies usually have some sort of mental illness.
Okay, where do you get the number 2 from? Let's start there.
Right?
Where you get that number from?
Like, where is the research behind that?
Where's the
Because
research behind that?
So
listen,
if
do
she
you know
got
how much, how hard it would be to do research on that? Like, literally, like, not even on no funny
They
stuff, but like,
they've been
how
doing
can
it.
you link the mental illness to your child's father? You could have been through so many other different things in your life that could have led up to that. Every individual that has mental illness have so many different experiences throughout their life. Like, how the heck do you link that to 2 baby daddies? Do you know how hard it would be to prove that?
Almost impossible. That's why they haven't yet.
That is insane to even let come something like that come out of your mouth and ain't got nothing back in that.
But look at your boy over to her left, though. He like, whoa.
Why is
If
he
they
doing
really
that?
feeding into it,
that
like,
takes so much?
They did
Yes.
feed into it, though. They did
He
feed into it.
gassing.
He was like, I don't remember that in biology.
He gassing his
And he looked like he paid attention in biology, too. I know she didn't.
man,
Tiffany Haddish is
listen.
my new hero because she gassing these fools right now. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Big
This is
time.
hella funny.
She better be.
She is gassing.
Really?
Yeah, because
Look, he said, wow, really?
Wow, really?
you get genetically modified too much.
Right, when you-
I think, okay.
So you get genetically modified. That's false.
Not your baby daddy is a GMO. That is crazy.
So you do not get genetically modified. Now he over there thinking like, wait a minute, I did skip class a couple of times to go to the doctor, but I don't think I missed the genetics workout.
But your genetics, your genes stay the same. Like this, no. All right, you're not gonna alter my DNA by being sexually active with you. Like, what are we talking about?
Okay, so this is what I know. Every time you get pregnant, right, there's stem cells that come from that baby, and that's them stem cells end up behind your eyes and your brain and your heart and your lungs and stuff and help your organs heal while the baby taken from you.
So that was like 90. No, all that what she said was true. It just she left out a little bit, right? So what happens is the father puts like Y chromosomes in you, and it do get in your organs because what happens is normally your immune system will attack that, but it leaves those alive. So that if you're trying to have a baby and you having a boy, there's the Y chromosomes inside of you. It's in your, it gets into your heart. She didn't tell you that it heals your heart and it heals certain things as well. It has healing properties too because it helps protects it, right? So all that part is true, what she said. But then she put the little slant at the end talking about when they take it from the baby. You know, it ain't even if they just take it from the baby, but it can occur there too.
And those stem cells always stay with you, right? So that means that man is always in you. And that
So, okay, does that really mean that man is always in you? Well, okay, you want to say literally, yeah. Okay, I could go with that.
Stem cells. They're not stem cells though.
So yeah. That. You know what? I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna get to that.
That is why. The Bible says you will only desire your husband.
See, when people start bringing God up in it like this, in science, first of all, he didn't say you will only desire your husband. It said you're supposed to only desire your husband for the simple fact that you'll try to get from under him, but you will have no choice but to desire him. But you're supposed to only desire your husband. But whatever, she gonna throw the Bible into it, so let's go.
Correct. This is why you gotta use condoms.
And then she has the nerve to say, that's why you gotta use condoms. No, you're not supposed to have sex according to the Bible. Like, how you go from, that's why God said you only go desire your husband, but that's why you gotta use condoms. Like, bro, I'm with y'all now. She gotta be trolling. She trolling.
She is. Look at her body language. Look at her body language. Look how she flinging herself back on the couch and stuff. Watch her arms. Look at her body language.
Yeah, look at my boy body language over there. He like, she can't be serious, is she?
He's concerned. His whole worldview is.
Yeah, he is concerned for real.
Right.
Because that baby better get up inside you, and the uterus is very porous, much like the mouth, right? So when anything goes up in there, it automatically the uterus starts to absorb it. It starts going through the vaginal walls and all that, and the blood it gets into the bloodstream, right? And so, it takes like
get in there.
So it takes like 6 weeks to get a man out of your system if you have unprotected sex, and it's because he's starting.
So wait. You said he always inside of you, but then to get rid of him 6 weeks. So what you mean is the sperm, and it doesn't take sperm 6 weeks to get up out of you. That part I do know. I was at school for that. My parent had to sign the little permission slip and everything. I don't know what they're doing now with their kids. They had them classes in the bathroom now.
To bind to your DNA, right? And that's why it's couples when they be together too long, they start get a man out of your system if you have unprotected sex, and it's because he's starting to bind to your DNA, right?
No, that's not true.
And that's why it's couples when they be together too long, they start looking alike. You start looking like him. Like it's not the guy don't start looking like her. She start looking like him because.
Before you say because.
Yeah, you gonna start looking like each other because you're around each other 24/7. You start to kind of dress the same. You doing all the same stuff. Yo, actual genetics is not changing though.
No.
Like, what are we talking? Like, what is
There's
going
no
on
studies that says that you look alike. They don't know why that happens. Nobody knows why that happens. Man. Maybe because you have the same lifestyle, y'all share the same bond. Maybe because the two actually has become one. Like, because even with that, it's not a literal thing that two people become one. It's that you guys both move in unison together, that you look like one. Yes. And so if you do that to a point, yeah, you probably will be glorified in a fashion that it shows that way. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you always see them together anyway. Y'all used to seeing them two together.
He is genetically modifying her, and every time you get pregnant by him, you start to get modified, right? So if you get pregnant by multiple peoples, right, that's multiple spirits, multiple.
She said multiple peoples with an S.
Spirits.
Yeah.
Thoughts, multiple modifications from different DNA strands.
All you hoes, I hope you're listening.
It's causing you to have mental stress. So it's very evident. Like what I'm saying is very evident and makes sense because like you got all these dating apps, all these women.
See how she put her hand out like, hold on, stop, I got more. That's what I'm like. She might damn near believe some of this shit. I'm telling y'all. She ain't that smart. She ain't that good of a comedian to write a set out this good because she ain't did nothing this good on none of her specials.
I don't know. This is her thing. This might be her new thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Like free sex, free this, whatever, I'm doing money. I'm living it. I'm exerting my sexuality and all this. And I don't care if I got 5 kids or 5 baby daddies, whatever. Usually those bitches are mentally, they're struggling in so many different ways.
Yeah, because they got so many different mouths to feed. They got
Right.
so many baby daddies. Maybe because you made so many bad decisions. Maybe not all 5 of them are bad, but you ain't living the life you thought you was gonna have when you was playing with Barbies. Like I know, like maybe because life is lifing. They ain't got nothing to do with all the sperm that was all up in you. It got to do with the decisions that you make.
Yeah, you gotta do it. Getting up at 5 in the morning, going to work, coming back, getting your kids ready, going to school.
Yeah, that's what got you
Coming
fucked
back,
up.
taking them to practice, going back to work. Like, please go get the fuck out of here. That shit ain't got nothing to do with nobody else but you and your choices and how you gotta work it after you done had all them babies.
Yeah.
Not just financially, but also just like on where to focus, how to whatever, because you got too many different bloodlines in your blood.
No, you had too many bloodlines.
And then I will say too, like as a single mother, like the energy in your household is different when you don't have a man present. So yeah, you're gonna be more stressed. Your kids'
Right.
energy level is different. Like the whole environment is different. So it's harder to manage them kids without a man in your household.
Facts.
Yeah.
I think she almost done.
Kids. I mean, yeah, that'll.
You have mental illness. So that was my theory on
That
sperm.
makes sense.
That's my theory on sperm, man.
She's stupid.
Shout out to Jason Whitlock for talking about this conversation. Go like and subscribe to his channel. I know a lot of people
That
don't
is
like him.
wild.
So, like I said, there's a report that's in 2012. You can go online and they really talk about it, but there is proof that that's not a true thing. And being that y'all saying what y'all saying, that y'all think she trolling, I ain't gonna try to expose how much this is not true because I got the affidavits and the declarations and the deposition of it all. So yeah, that was crazy to me. So stop saying that you
She
got.
believes that somebody needs to go educate her or something, because there's no way that you could believe everything that you just said. It was so much mixed into that's like out.
Couples looking like each other. People choose people who look similar to them typically. It's just a phenomenon.
Or live a similar lifestyle.
Right. Now you do live a similar lifestyle, so you age, you have the same sleep patterns, right? That sort of stuff.
Y'all eat the same food.
Eat the same food, right? Just go to the same place. Well, sleep the same hours.
Especially if they do a lot of things together, like working out and all that stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't have the same workout schedule. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have stuff that starts to become similar. You also couples like start to mimic each other's facial expressions.
right, because you mirror each other a lot all the time.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, I mean that's it. It's not like genetic.
It's also like a communication thing too, because like when you're around somebody that says stuff a certain way a long time, like you start saying it that way. Like I know it's people that I done dealt with because of how my accent is and how I talk. Like they start talking kind of country, and I'm like, bro, you ain't never talked like that before. Where that come from?
Mimicry. Prostatism.
So yeah, that was a little much for me. I really hope that she was trolling, but knowing her, because also in that interview she was talking about she don't date American black men because just check the whole thing out. It was just crazy. But anyway, let's get to the cleanup. Let's get to the cleanup because it got messy right there. It was messy. I'm glad y'all cleaned it up for me, like, because I really was ready to go in on her for being so stupid. But like I said, I don't be trusting a lot of these comedians when they give you facts like this because they really be off, like for real. They go into this deep psychological thing, and then I'll be like, wait a minute, the facts are wrong though.
Listen,
So,
if you hear something on the internet by somebody that's not qualified to give you that information, go do your own research, okay, baby?
Look it up. Just
do it
Google
anyway.
it.
Right. You're right.
It seems like she's just parroting something that somebody else, like she heard somebody else saying, and then she's just adding her own little sauce and improving in there as well.
Right.
Yeah.
She was one of those. She was one of those dudes listening to somebody else tell that stuff, and she was like, you know what? That do sound right.
Right. She probably did.
Before you go say it on camera, just stop at the internet right quick. You know, hit the Google.
Right.
See what you
People don't
see.
fact check. They think that if they see it on Facebook, it's true.
Man.
Or TikTok.
Mhm.
All right,
Makes
the
it look like
clean up. The clean up. This is the part of the night where we get some game from some online professionals, right? They're giving us game, and we try to find out if we think it's game or if it's lame. So the first one tonight was kind of interesting to me, and this is for you throat goats, and this one is called Throat Note.
How it is to all the throat goats out there, when y'all niggas go on the side of a nigga shit, like you got your mouth on the side, that don't feel like nothing, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way stay with y'all, nigga. Don't feel like nothing. Another thing I'm gonna tell y'all, when y'all putting that bit all the way in your throat and you just holding it right there, making a noise, that don't feel like shit either. I don't know who told y'all this like that's the best thing ever. It don't feel like nothing. It's cool, but it don't feel like nothing. Another thing I'm gonna tell y'all niggas since we on the topic.
So when he said when they be going up and down the side, it don't feel like nothing. And when it's way back there, it don't feel like nothing. So it's kind of overrated is how I take it. So do you think as a lady, as a woman, do you think when you doing that, it's overrated?
Yeah, if you're just doing it like on the shaft and you're just going up and down, you
Yeah,
don't do
you
that.
gotta go all the
No,
way
you gotta
down.
go up to the top, go back down the other side, go up under the marbles, under the jewels, hit that little tank spot, then go back up, and then like that's how you do it. If it's in the back of the throat, the only reason it's sitting back there is because you're licking the balls. If you're not doing that, then yeah, just don't sit it back there. You don't want him to just put his mouth on your clit and just hold it there and don't do nothing. But I don't know, cause I ain't no throat goat. But I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you
read that
be
somewhere. I
lying
read.
like a motherfucker, but it's definitely not supposed to just sit back there. Make it hit back there, but don't leave it there.
And there you have it. Okay, so was that game or lay?
That was game. Well, he told yeah, don't just do that. Add something to it.
Yeah, this game.
All right, Brody. What's up, Poppy Blanco? What's up, brother? Long time no talk to. I need to get back with you, bro. I ain't seen you in a while. Was it game or lame, bro?
It sounded like game to me. And yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's game too, because like he said, it's cool, but that's not like it's dudes ain't gonna just turn it down. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna turn it. They ain't gonna be like stop. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, all that going up and down and all that, like you putting butter on corner on a cob. That's for visual effects for me. But now, if that's what gets your motor going, because some women like to do it and it gets them off and it get them more wetter because it's better for them. So if that's what all you doing, play, do you? I mean, do you? I got all night, literally.
Yes.
So I think that was game. So now I'm gonna add an additional one for y'all. He said later on. He said shower sex is garbage. What you think about that, HB?
You need a better shower.
Oh, overrated. Let's say overrated. Let's say overrated, not garbage.
Yeah, you need a better shower, bro. Yeah. You need a better shower. You need a bench.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I got.
Definitely.
Yeah, but we talking regular shower.
Yeah, regular shower. Right. Regular shower.
Stand in the shower. It's
Yeah, and bend her over into the water. Yeah, that.
And her face getting all fucked up and shit. Yeah,
First
nah,
off,
let me out of it.
I'm a bit of a germaphobe, a little bit OCD, so no. Not touching all that. So no. Gonna have to be a really clean shower. Bleach.
So shower sex is overrated. What you think? Let me see. I know.
Oh yeah, that's trash. I don't like it.
We talked about this before.
Yeah.
We talked about this before. I think we all said we didn't like it.
Oh, really?
We for surely talked about shower sex before. Cause I remember having this conversation. Like, it's not cool. I mean, one of y'all face gotta be in the water in order for it to work, right?
No.
Like in some way, like
Yeah,
that water
well, what
is
you
like,
gotta do is you gotta turn around. Now my back is with the shower hitting me in the back right here, and you over this way now, facing the wall. And the water just hit me in the back now.
the water just hitting you, right? And now I'm cold. Because I got wet and I'm cold over here.
And I'm whamming you into the wall.
It did, yeah, no, it's just not, yeah.
You need a rain shower head. You need a bench. It's a lot.
Okay, so
now will I do it? Like, every once in a blue moon to add a little spice. We on vacation or something, yeah. But
on the regular, it's not. Yeah,
it's not preferable.
Right. When I'm in when I'm in the shower, it's to clean up. It's to clean up. So all right, we gonna give my man's. You got game for tonight. All right. Next week I promise we won't have this guy on here, but I can't lose with this one when I'm crunching for a video. And I thought this one was cool because I don't know how many people know, but you're gonna know after the night.
There are women out there who want to have a penis inside of them all day, every day. But how do you spot them? Number one, is she touchy-feely type of woman? Always initiating physical contact with you and anyone she's speaking to. Number two, does she look at you like a fat kid looks at cake? Always checking you out and undressing you with her eyes. Number three, how long does she hold eye contact for? And does she hold it when the two of you are silent, allowing a massive amount of tension to build up? These are all consistent characteristics of the nymphomaniac.
I've had a couple in my yesteryear. They all fit that. So I'm gonna say that's game. I'm going with game on that one.
Yeah, game. I agree. Those are all characteristics you would look for in what's the freak in the sheets and lady in the streets. Yep, you can work that out. Just make sure she looks at you like that and not everybody else.
that part.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, if it's just in general or when she with her men.
No, because he said, she touchy-feely with everybody. Like, she's a hands-on person, but she only looks at you that way.
Right, exactly. Because
or
that's
she
why
only keeps that long eye contact with you.
Right. That's how I took it. But there are some women that like to put their hands on everybody. Always got their hands on somebody, and you'd be like, "Girl, you a little too friendly." But at the end of the day, if she only got eyes for you, I think that's right. Yeah, I think he was stating the obvious, but the obvious is not stated to everybody,
the
bro.
Friendly ones be the best in bed.
Really? I don't like them friendly ones.
Overly friendly. They're giving.
I'm gonna have to try that out in my next life.
Got time. Still got time.
Yeah, I'm a monk right now, so I'm on the spiritual journey. I'm trying to unhinge my trauma bond and my soul tie and all the women that I've inserted and they running around with my DNA in them. You know, I'm trying to.
They got your stem cells in the back of their eyes.
Yeah, with my stem cells in the back of their eyes, right?
Healing their heart.
Right, making them do stupid stuff when I'm not around.
Now check on their mental health, though, okay?
I need to call them and check on their mental health. You right, because I've been doing.
They had another baby daddy because once they passed 2.
Yeah. She's definitely going left.
Now they got multiple mental illnesses, man.
Just everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
What did I say about the men, though?
So, if that's the logic, if she gets an abortion, does that, technically suck out the mental illness?
No.
Wow. I mean, according to her logic, maybe.
No, because the DNA's already there, according to her logic.
No, you're just gonna have more trauma.
You gonna get another mental illness, okay? Stop it.
Because you just fractured the soul tie and a bond. Now you created a trauma bond. I don't know. This is how all this stuff sounds to me, but thank y'all for hacking in to Water Park After Dark, where we have adult conversation at the adult time. Thank you, Miss All Day with Amanda Ray, the Freak Angel, and Hot Beaver. We see y'all next week.
Thank y'all for coming out.
Yee.